Putting wheels on your off-road rig is a must in my opinion. Obviously we want it to be functional, but there's nothing wrong with making it look good while doing so. Now, one of the pros and cons to putting wheels on anything is the fact that the brake caliper is going to show more. Now in our case, this is a con because the factory brakes, they're not that good looking, to be completely honest with you. So that's why in today's video, we're going to be installing the MGP caliper covers. The MGP caliper covers are made out of an aerospace aluminum, so they should be pretty durable. They have the Ford emblem on it and then some bolts to give it a rugged look. As you can see, our caliper covers are red, but you can also purchase them in a black or yellow option as well too. Now these calipers aren't only going to be for looks, they're actually going to prevent brake dust from getting on the wheels, and they're going to reduce the heat on the caliper as well too. As far as the install goes, it's pretty easy. We don't have to modify our factory calipers at all. We're simply going to take the wheel off, use the hardware that's provided in the kit, and get them installed. To start this install off, we're just going to have to remove the wheel. Once you remove the front wheel, go ahead and grab the front caliper cover, and then inside the box there's going to be two bags, one labeled front and one labeled rear. Obviously grab the two brackets that are out of the front bag, and then these two brackets will slide on the caliper itself, and then we'll be able to install our caliper cover to the brackets. So you're going to take your first bracket with this open slot here and put it on top of the caliper, just like this. And then take the second bracket and place it on the lower part of the caliper, just like you did the top. And slide the bottom one on. Now take your brake caliper cover and take these nuts off each of the mounting tabs. One on the top, one on the bottom. Place those to the side. And then slide your caliper cover on, and you want the stud to go through the middle part of the bracket that we put on the actual caliper. Now we'll take those nuts that we just took off and put them back on the studs. Adjust this a little bit so it's evenly covering the caliper. Put the nut on the bottom stud. And once you have them in place where you like them, you can go ahead and tighten down each nut. Now that we're done with the front, we'll move on to the rear. We're now at the rear of the Bronco, and at this point you're going to want to grab the mounts from the bag that says rear inside the box. And these ones are a little bit different from the front, but still very easy to install. So with these, the stud and the nut is actually going to be on the mount. So you're going to want to take that nut off of the stud, slide it over the caliper, just like we did on the front. And you're going to do one on the top, one on the bottom, again, just like the front. And then once both the mounts are on, grab your caliper cover and slide it over the studs. Once your caliper cover is on, start putting the nuts back on the studs that you originally took them off. And then tighten them down once you get your final adjustments made and you get the cover sitting exactly how you like it. Once your caliper covers are in place where you want them, go ahead and tighten those nuts down. Now that we're all wrapped up with the passenger side of the Bronco, it's time to repeat the exact same process on the driver's side. Well, as you can see, we're all wrapped up with our caliper cover install, and it was a very easy one at that. I mean, the longest part in this whole process is going to be jacking the Bronco up in the air and taking the wheels off. As far as these caliper covers go, they look really good. They cover the old factory caliper very well. So now when we go to put our fuel wheels back on, you won't see that ugly factory caliper anymore. You'll see the MGP caliper covers. Now, if you'd like to purchase a set of these, I'll leave a link down in our description below. But it is time to drop a gear and disappear, and we'll catch you next time.